on Salvage Hunters.
That is beautiful.
Very nice.
On a mission to buy high-end items, Drew gets down to some expensive monkey business.
Have you got any more?
This is my entire monkey department.
Inventory.
Invited into a country house, the boys discover an antique dealer's dream interior.
I'll buy that, I'll buy that, I'll buy that, I'll buy that.
And in the Duke of Wellington's former basement in Hastings, Drew comes up against veteran dealer battle tactics.
200 quid. Look at that. That's a well-practiced you honestly.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Whoa, this is great.
What a wonderful house.
He's on a hunt for weird and wonderful objects.
I'm like that, oh, it's a stonker and it's really beautiful.
It's a brilliant piece of engineering.
In his search for treasure,
Wow, it's hot in here.
Oh, now you're talking.
he bargains hard.
200 quid.
I've got to ask.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
Sold.
With help from Rebecca
The money's in that one.
Absolutely.
Well, I never.
and a team of renovators,
I can see some gold.
he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems. Having built an antiques business from scratch, Drew has proven his talent for driving a hard bargain. But there are times when he has no option but to shell out the big bucks.
Give you £3,500 for it.
That's just amazing.
So I buy anything and everything. I bought something yesterday for £25 and it'll hit the website. But also I'll buy things for £2,500, £25,000. If I see a profit in something and I like it, I'm going to buy it. Sometimes we'll buy from tatty old barns, but also sometimes we will buy from high-end antique shops. We do what we need to do to survive. As part of that, I also get to do what I love.
And today, Drew may need to dig deep into his wallet as the boys are heading 250 miles southeast to visit a whole string of shops which between them may hold the capital's greatest concentration of fabulous quality antiques.
We are now, T, going to the Lily Road. The Lily Road has been known for decades now as one of the places to come and buy antiques, decorative arts, interior decoration, and decorative antiques in London.
Do you not buy it here? It goes back to Conway and then comes all the way back down here again.
Yes, that's exactly what happens. A lot of people will say, you can't buy in London, there's no profit left in anything, it's all too expensive, blah, blah, blah. It depends, really. I find that there is a huge amount of stock floating around. Some people will take small profits and move on. There's a profit everywhere if you're prepared to work hard.
Although the street isn't thought to be named after her, local landmarks celebrate the British actress and socialite Lily Langtry, rumoured to have had clandestine meetings with the future Edward VII in one of the Georgian houses on Lily Road in Fulham, southwest London. In more recent decades, the thriving cluster of antique shops here has been the well-kept secret of interior designers and decorators across the capital. And today, Drew and T's first stop here features VIP access to the pristine collection of a new kid on the block.
I'm Judd Willows of Willows Antiques and Interiors. We're opening our shop in 2 weeks here on the Lily Road. We thought it would be a great idea to get Drew and T down here as the first customers for our shop before we officially open. My dad was an antique dealer in Australia. I'm continuing on that tradition, and we're aiming for people that are not necessarily die-hard collectors, but people that want a few fabulous pieces around their home.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
How you doing, mate?
Welcome to Willows Antiques and Interiors.
This looks great. Now, you haven't opened yet.
You're the first two customers here.
So where were you trading before this?
I've been trading all the antique fairs up in the, the regular fairs, Newark, Ardingly. You've been to many of those before. And this is the first time I've opened a shop.
This is your first shop?
First shop, yes.
Very, very good. This is impressive. Wow. Willow's Antiques and Interiors, first people through the door. It's not often you're able to walk into a shop and just go, yes, 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 yes. And mentally, my brain's just going, I want that, I want that, I want that. This is great. Gate pier, I'm really attracted to that. What are you asking for that piece?
That's $950.
And these ones here?
These pair of lions, they are $900.
Can I get one down?
Yes, grab one.
900, so you're asking $1,850 for the pair.
This beautifully weather-worn stone hound might have decorated a late Victorian gate pillar or driveway. The 19th century Italian lion candle sconces still have their original painted tin or tollware fixtures. Because they'll be snapped up by designers doing high-end renovations, between them, these highly unusual pieces could be worth around £2,400.
1850. If I took that pair and this, can you do 1600?
I can't
What
get
can you
that
do?
low. I can only do, I could do 1800 for the two. There's not much leeway. I'm giving you good trade prices.
1800 for these and the deal. Thank you. Yeah, let's have them. The head there is worth to me 12 to 1300 easily as a retail. The same on the pair of candle sconces. I'm making money. I'm making money. I'm buying both. This is sort of New York standard gallery. It's really incredible.
We'll come through to our back area here.
Wow.
Pieces.
Lovely. Is this original?
This is an unusual monkey, probably Italian, either Venetian or around about 1900.
How much is it?
That is $450.
Righto. Don't go anywhere. I really like him.
I know you like having a sneak peek in the basement.
Yes, I do. Let's do that, yeah. It just goes on and on. There's so many things here. Getting prices, they're in the hundreds. This is great. I'm looking at all of these things. Then Judd says, come and have a look downstairs, there's more. Don't go too far. What are you asking for that?
I can do that for $1,600.
Righto. It's not often I look at something without knowing the price and go, I'm taking it home. There is a large bronze bowl down there with these multiple elephant upper body and head moving around the whole body of the vase. Meiji period, late Meiji period, which it sort of equates to our Victorian period, so it's late 19th century, early 20th century. Just fabulous. Man, you've got great things. Hang on, that's another monkey.
This is the pair to the man upstairs, but he's got a head problem, so he's down here.
How much is the damaged one?
You can have the damaged one for $250.
Righto. These aren't copy monkeys, are they, by any chance?
I don't think they are copy monkeys. I've never, ever seen them before.
We continue on. There is, to my surprise, another monkey. Matching one to it, but slightly damaged. And honestly, a little alarm bell went off in my head, as it would do as a dealer, because you don't expect to find one, but to find two is extraordinary. But I'm looking at them and they seem right. They look right to me. You buy really good things. You could charge more for your things, but you want to turn them over, don't you?
Well, I want to sell things, and, you know, as I say, we're starting off, so we want to encourage people in.
Is that another monkey?
This is another monkey.
Hang on a second. What's going on with all these monkeys?
Are they breeding?
This is the first monkey I bought.
It's clearly the same maker.
Yeah.
This was bought from a well-established private house from a deceased estate that I was invited to. Those other two monkeys were bought from a market in France. But I can only go on.
Have you got any more?
That's it.
Are you sure?
This is my entire monkey department.
Inventory.
Monkey stock.
Okay, how much is that monkey?
You can have that one for $300.
Righto, okay. God, look at these.
I like these.
I've got them down as grotesques, basically. Probably 1880, 1890. And I love the kind of characterable faces. I can do the pair for 450.
Can we take a few things upstairs and put a little pile of things together that I've got potential interest in?
But while gathering together items for further consideration,
You can have that for 65.
Okay.
new pieces keep catching Drew's eye.
The chinoiserie vase as well. What about these little fellas?
380 the pair.
Okay, and these ones here?
Those are 1350.
Just don't get these opportunities like this. You just have to just go, yeah.
These three 19th century carved timber monkeys, each in flamboyant gesso-painted costume with original glass eyes, could together be worth around £2,500 to Drew's high-end interior design customers. Combined with the late 19th century characterful wooden grotesques, the bronze Japanese elephant-adored jardiniere, and the other pieces, this stunning antiques collection could be worth around £9,300.
So this was, I can't remember. Those I can't remember. That was 1,600, I think.
This is an out-of-the-ordinary kind of haul, and Drew knows he needs to be ready for an out-of-the-ordinary kind of price tag.
So now I've got a little collection going on in my head. I'm going to see if we can get a little bit better price. And when you're presented with this many good things in front of you, you just got to buy them. Okay, so 1,500?
I can do 1550 on that.
Is that tight?
1550. It came in yesterday.
Okay.
The boys have headed south to trawl antique shops on London's famous Lily Road. And at their first stop, Drew's been blown away by what's on offer.
This is sort of New York standard gallery. It's really incredible.
He's ready to spend what he has to clinch a bulk deal on a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity.
1,500?
I can do 1550 on that.
Is that tight?
1550. It came in yesterday.
Okay. The lamps, how much were those?
The best price I can do on those pair is 1250.
And the front ones?
I could do those smaller ones for 350.
Okay. I'll take both pairs of those. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take all three of those.
Great.
I'm going to kick you on these. Can these be 300 quid?
They can be 380.
Yep, okay, I'm going to take those as well. I've spent about £7,000 in under an hour. How much was he again?
That was 550.
Yes to that. But what it's done is it's given me a really nice big lump of stock that will fit beautifully in with all of my others in one place, one hit, straight away. Very rare, doesn't happen often.
Well, thank you very much for coming. Our first two customers here, we're really pleased to have you.
Mate, thank you. All right, well, we're going to do the whole road, and then we'll be back.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
After the morning's eye-watering spend, discipline will be required in the face of Lily Road's many temptations.
Hello.
Hi,
Drew, T.
my name's Mark.
Mark, nice to meet you. There's a piece that I saw in the front window, this aesthetic movement, sort of bob and turn thing.
Yeah,
You've
it's
got
one of
there.
a kind. It's designer made, late 19th century. It's extraordinary in as much as it's different on the two sides.
That is odd, isn't it?
Yeah, purposely though, if you look at
Yeah.
it. So I've never had a table like that.
What sort of money is it?
I'm asking 450.
The striking asymmetric construction and delicate poise of this unsigned table suggest the influence of pioneering designer E.M. Godwin, who in the 19th century combined artistic elements from Asia with traditional English crafts. It could be worth around £600.
I really like that. What do you say, 4? Can you do 400?
Yeah.
Deal?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, we'll take that. Well, so we're going to go and have a spin around the rest of the shops quickly while we're here. We'll come back and sort this one out with you. Yeah, cool. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Next stop on what has so far been a day of fast and furious spending is Woodnut Antiques, run by Piers Woodnut.
Hi, T. No, very good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Very nice in here. I like
Thank you very
it.
much. It's quite
Really
eclectic.
is.
I've got quite an
It
eclectic
is.
mix.
It is. It is. I'm drawn to this chair immediately.
Yeah, no, it's a lovely hall chair. I just love the shield back with this.
That's just lovely, isn't it? That's really nice.
Yeah, it's very crisp.
tactile.
I mean, it needs a bit of attention.
Yeah,
but
it's got a piece. It's a project, isn't it?
Dating from the 1820s, when heraldic decoration, suggesting a coat of arms, was the height of fashion, the back of this mahogany chair is shield-shaped, carved with scrolls and feathers. Once the minor repairs have been completed, it could be worth around £400.
What are you asking for this restoration project? Single chair,
so-
one of, was once a pair.
300 fine British pounds.
No, come on, really. Stop joking, come on.
The very best would be 250.
Okay, all right. I've got to have it, sold.
Okay, thank you
you.
very much.
Yeah.
It's a good looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we cannot come to the Lily Road without coming to see my friends, Camilla and Alix here, and you'll love this.
Yeah.
The best French antique shop.
Okay.
Come and have a look. Hello.
Hey!
How you doing?
Hi.
How nice is this?
It's lovely, all right?
Breathe that in. Isn't this lovely?
Yeah.
We're having a bit of a tour of the road. Tell you what, I do love that little red and white bowl there in there. What's that about? Is that a little finger bowl?
This is Uzbekistani, 70s.
And there's a couple, and there's actually...
And they have that kind of original, like the flame, which is 18th century, but 70s design, which never really goes out of fashion or super modern.
There are actually bigger ones, but they're...
How much are they?
They can be £20 each.
Each? These are really not... I like these.
Ta-da! Here's one she made earlier.
So these are 20 quid each. This is great value.
These are great value. The bigger ones are a little bit more expensive, but not much.
I knew that was coming. How much if I buy all the ones I can see?
£4.20.
420. Are we going to just leave it at 400 quid and we're done?
I think that's fine.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
I'll take all of those. Can you
okay.
wrap them for me?
Yep, I can do that. I'm really good at that.
That'll be £5 of wrap.
No.
It's really nice.
Today we've been wandering around the Lily Road and it's everything I hoped it would be. We've had a fun, interesting day. We've bought remarkably well. You can come here and kit out an entire house. You could do a country house. You could do a modern apartment. You can go and do a boathouse. Whatever you want, it's here. You can just travel to one road and do your entire flat, and you get to meet all these wonderful dealers too.
The wallet may be sore from London's blockbuster buys, but today could be another big spending day. Just under 50 miles due south from their Welsh base, near the waters of Llyn Tegid, is an extraordinary private home, to which Drew's had a unique buying invitation.
Okay, so today, T, we're off to see a lovely lady called Sarah in a house called Croggin. So, large 19th century house.
Right.
With much earlier bones. And they do fishing parties there, clay pigeon shooting. You can have it for weddings, but I think it's way more than your average country house.
And of course, as we're in Wales, glorious sunshine.
Obviously, never rains, always beautiful.
Fed by a river flowing from the slopes of the Snowdonia National Park, Llyn Tegid is Wales's largest natural lake. Tucked away in the surrounding landscape, the country house at Croggin Estate has origins which can be traced back to at least the 1380s. And for 160 years, it's been owned by 5 generations of Sarah Robertson's family.
The Robertson family bought it in about 1860. We moved down in 2004. We work hard to live here. We do all sorts of events here, and our children over there, they come home sometimes, and I say, sorry, your bedroom's sold for the night. So they understand that. They realise that to keep a place like this up, it's got to be used and make it work. The interior is just lovely. Even though it's a very big house, it's just cosy. I mean, I guess that's because the house is so old. The front part was built in 1380, thereabouts. And so I think things weren't big and grand in those days. In terms of furnishings, I think we just accumulated an awful lot of things from parents, grandparents, dying, being left stuff. But there are certainly a lot of things that could go if Drew liked them. So I'm just looking forward to meeting Drew and to finding out what he has to say. It's an adventure.
That is beautiful. Wow. Morning.
Hello, Drew.
How you doing?
Welcome, welcome,
Hi, I'm
welcome.
T.
Hi,
You right?
T. Nice to meet you.
What a place. Oh, my word.
We're very lucky.
Wow. This is incredible.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Incredible. I want to spend 2 hours talking about the front of the house.
Have we got time?
No, we haven't got time. But, shall we go and have a look inside?
Yep.
Thank you.
Come along in.
Oh, oh, yes, lots of lovely things. Wow, that is an absolute gem. That's had nothing done to it in over 250 years. It's had not a jot that's been done to that. It's North Walian. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice.
So I will live with it for the rest of my life.
Gem. Don't let anybody touch it.
We've got that far.
What's that,
no.
5 foot?
Yes.
These are great. Where did you get these from?
These came from my husband's great-great-grandfather, built Henry Robertson, who was an engineer.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s. He was invited down from Glasgow to industrialise northeast Wales.
Today we are in North Wales, a fabulous country house called Croggan. What a house it is. You've got country furniture, you've got extremely grand formal furniture, and you've got usable cast 19th century furniture as well, all in one place. You can't make this up. It just happens over time. And that's exactly what that hallway is. It's a time capsule of a country house. And then you've got this, which you can see this club fender here. That's all okay. This.
Do you like that?
Oh, dead on. Can I pull this out of
Yeah,
the way?
of course you can. Yeah, that's a
Look at that.
Irish thing.
Look at that. You know, it's, to me,
Yeah.
I'm really excited by this.
Are you?
I really am. The fender, it's exactly the sort of thing I'm looking for. This sets a mood. It looks like it's been in a house 150 years, because it has. It's just right.
Standing on a pressed tin base with fire tool holders on both sides, this English fender is made from bronze, which would have gleamed in the firelight in the 1870s when it was cast. 150 years later, it's tarnished almost to black, but the structure remains pristine, showing the quality of the workmanship. It could be worth around £2,000.
I'd give you £1,000 for it today, yeah.
Okay, well, that's very interesting.
In North Wales, Drew and T have found an extraordinary early Gothic country house right on their doorstep.
I want to spend 2 hours talking about the front of the house.
Have we got time?
No, we haven't got time.
And just inside the door, Drew's discovered a 19th century bronze fireplace fender of stunning quality, which experience tells him is worth spending the big bucks.
I'd give you £1,000 for it today, yeah.
Okay, well, that's very interesting.
I'll put that back if you need.
Deal?
Deal. Yeah.
Marvellous. Now, let's not mess around. This is something I really want to buy, but it can go anywhere because the quality overawes everything else. It's like saying, if you got a Rolls Royce and parked it in front of a modernist house, it would still look okay, wouldn't it? It's still a Rolls Royce. And that's what I'm talking about here. What about these things? You've got a pair of them.
Yes, we have, yeah.
So they're pots for plants.
Yes.
Looking around the room, in the corner, there's a pair of plant stands. These are Chinese exports, probably Canton. They are 19th century, so they'd be late in that sort of production. Heavily damaged, but charming, right? Faded, chipped. The lacquer's coming off them here, there and everywhere, paint's coming off them. But there's a pair They're not too big, but they're big enough, and they're unrestored. They're tatty and scruffy, but they'll restore beautifully. They'll look really, really good.
I can hear you. Your legs.
£700 for this pair.
Deal.
Done. Paid £700 for the pair. They need some work. If it was one, I wouldn't have bothered. But because there is the pair, it gives that balance to a room, a pair of radiators, a pair of paintings. They all do that same thing. They give that balance.
Drew, come along in here.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah. What I'm interested in is who was the guy who Gothicked it?
So it was Lord Dudley as his hunting lodge originally.
In the 1830s.
Yeah.
This was very forward-thinking. He was looking at what's going on and thinking, I really like the style of this Pugin bloke. Chimney piece, ceilings, doors, architraving, all of the exterior fenestration of the building, everything he's done is in one style. That's brave. He's done this 40 years before it was high fashion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
extraordinary.
They have to think it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
And it survived.
Yeah.
And it survived.
Can we have a look at some more?
Yes.
It's
of course.
fascinating. It's a great little house, isn't it? Well, little house, big house.
Right. So, Drew, into an attic.
Yep.
And there are a number of old carpets. Rugs, rather.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
Do you like that?
That one, yeah. That's a pretty one. These are my sort of nemesis. I'm rubbish at this, but I really like buying them. This is a lot of sunlight's affected this thing.
I remember this of old.
Where was it?
It was in my mother's house in Dorset.
Carry on around the house, another storeroom, and there's loads of rugs in there. I'm looking at them and thinking there's a really big rug in there. It's probably 10 foot by 12 foot, just the sort of thing I'm looking for. A big rug in the centre of a room, or a chimney piece, or a good painting, you can build a room around. See, that's really pretty. That's the nicest one. The oldest and the best one is the big one. Carry on opening them up. So there's 3 rugs, and I'm looking at that one thing, well, it's an odd size, it's not quite a runner, and it's not square, but it's the best colour. And then one underneath it is a really good size, but not a great colour. And then the one underneath that is really, really big and really faded. So you've got to try and think about all of those 3, 4, 10, 15 things, put a price together.
The largest of these 3 rugs has the soft coloration and geometric patterning associated with the famous Uşak region of Turkey. Dating from around 1900, it's been faded by exposure to sunlight. The 2 smaller carpets also have some age, but are woven in jewel-like tones which are still vibrant. In total, the trio could be worth around £2,000.
£1,000 for the 3.
Done.
Sold?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I may have just paid way too much.
Well, that's lovely.
I have a mental block with rugs. I've tried and tried and tried to learn about them, and I'm good at this. Usually I pick one thing a year, I study that and I learn about it. And I'm good at that, apart from rugs. Can't get it. But I can see the quality. That's the one thing I do understand above everything else. I can see the quality and I can see it in a room. That's enough. Wonderful. All right.
Oh, great.
Happy?
Very happy.
Great. All right. Today, my absolute favourite type of day. I got a house call to a fabulous house not too far away from home. Was able to buy some wonderful things, meet the owners, stand around in the sun, look at some architecture that really shouldn't be here, and I'm so glad it is. This is why you get into the business. It's days like today. Buy of the day, being a proper geek, will be the little fender. Right, I have to say, it's just, I'm going to sit and look at it. You know, make myself a nice cup of tea, sit down with a good book, and just spend time learning about it and looking at it. Something really unextraordinary, but to me, it's really quite special. Right then,
Yeah,
all
all in.
sorted.
All sorted.
Thank you very much for today. It was wonderful.
Thank
Fantastic.
you so much for coming. It was a real pleasure.
It was a pleasure. It
Thank
was all
you.
ours, really.
Thanks
Safe
very much.
journey.
Right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you go. Well, that was a very, very nice day. What a beautiful house.
In many, many ways.
Many ways. No, it's great. I'm just so pleased with everything I bought.
So that was working today.
Was it?
Well, yeah. We've been working in a beautiful house, in beautiful surroundings, buying beautiful things.
After 2 days of stocking up on much-needed but expensive goodies, Drew needs to top up with pieces which are easier on the wallet. So the boys are heading 320 miles southeast to Hastings, to a giant venue they suspect could be the trove of tiny treasures they're looking for.
Today we're off to meet Clive at Hastings Antiques Warehouse in Hastings Old Town. And you know there are 20, 30 or more antique shops and junk shops and God knows what else in Hastings, but we've never been to this one, so we'll go and have a look.
The Norman Conquest is not the only historic moment in which the modern seaside resort of Hastings has played its part. After 2 14th century sackings by the French, the 18th century Napoleonic threat was countered by setting up a garrison here, under the command of none other than the Duke of Wellington himself. Today, that garrison has been turned into a giant antique centre, where objects of all ages and unlikely histories are clustered under one roof. And these days, the man overseeing nearly 18 other dealers is veteran dealer Clive Attrell.
I've been doing this business since I was a kid. And basically, it's a bit of a passion, really. I love it. I love buying, I love selling. My dad used to go to the auctions, buy a box for 25p. He'd buy these boxes, take out what he wanted, and I'd have what's left over, like maybe a Second World War tin helmet or something, or gas masks. They would take them to school and sell them for £3 each. So it was good profit, from 25p to £3. So it's in your blood, I think. I'm looking forward to seeing Drew and T. I've never met the chappie. See how we get on. Could be his new business partner.
Hello.
All right, Drew.
Clive.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
doing?
sir.
Nice
Very
to
good.
meet you. How are you?
Very good indeed, yeah.
Good, like nice hat.
Twins.
Separated at birth.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what have you got here? You got how many floors?
We got 4 floors.
Yeah.
18 different dealers. All selling different stuff from sort of like £5 to £500.
Yeah.
Been going for about 20 years.
20 years here?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
happy days, happy days. First impression, walking through the door, it's exactly the sort of place I like. It's random. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. It's a bit of everything. New, old, reclaimed, salvage, 18th century, 19th century, 20th century, 21st century, you name it, it's in here. It's just the sort of place you find things. So I do like these pictures on the back here.
Yeah.
Can we have a look? Can we get them out?
You can do, definitely. Oh, it's heavy, this thing.
Do you want them all up?
They're interesting, aren't they?
Punishment, is it?
Punishments, yeah.
In the right place, I think. Something like that. Look, chain on that one there.
Yeah. Look, that little fella there. I'm not saying anything, Clive, but he does bear a striking resemblance to somebody stood next to me.
I thought I was taller than you.
Look, he does. Look, he does.
Yeah.
It's just the subject matter is particularly good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's, in this day and age, on the internet, people like this sort of stuff.
People love hurting each other, don't they? They love all this talk, you know.
And
you
they
see all
pay
these-
for it sometimes.
I know. As I walk in, I sort of spot something on my right immediately. It's a set of 6. That's number 1, tick, even number for decoration on a wall. Lovely. Original frames, tick. Nice, big, thick, chunky glass with loads of marks on it as well. And the colour is still very, very vibrant. All of those things are ticks. All of them are like positives, but then the subject matter, imprisonment, people love that stuff.
These characterful watercolours are painted on thin slices of pith from the stem of a shrub commonly known as the rice paper plant. Among 19th century European travellers, pictures depicting scenes from Chinese life were popular souvenirs. And this set focuses on forms of corporal punishment from earlier centuries, including the crushing of bones in the feet and a yoke similar to the European stocks. This set could be worth around £800.
What do you want for them?
You've got 3 not. You make me an offer. I'm easy going.
How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
6.
200 quid.
At a mammoth antique centre in Hastings, Drew's discovered a set of 19th century paintings depicting corporal punishment from ancient China, which he knows will be a sure seller.
What do you want for them?
You've got 3 not. You make me an offer. I'm easy going.
How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
6.
200 quid. That's a well-practiced, though.
Honestly, you paid what they cost me 200 quid, 2.5.
250.
Yeah.
For the 6.
Okay.
Done.
Happy days.
Yeah.
We're off.
I like them a lot.
So I put them behind the counter for you?
Yeah, can do. Put them there. I mean, they're great. Price-wise, they're not loads of money. Clive will take a bid. End up at 250 for the 6. Result, rung the bell. These are great.
Spread over 4 levels are the wares of 18 different dealers.
This is one of my tenants. It's got nice stuff in here, actually.
So how did you acquire this place, then?
I bought it about 20 years ago for an old boy. Yeah. An old building, by the way.
Yeah. So you got a little killing. Nice colour.
Yeah.
So how much is that? 95
95. Say something.
50?
No, she won't do that, no.
No 70 quid.
She'll probably take 70. You all right? That's be right, yeah. 70 for that.
Right, isn't it?
All right.
Nice. Check for holes and stains and this, that and the other. That has got almost no age to it, but it's very decorative.
Yeah.
Yep, lovely, we'll have that. There's some rugs here, and one of my particular favourites is a killim. And these are small, quite coarse floor mats, very simplistic, and I just find them very attractive. £70 all in, paid for. So where are we now? We must be, I mean, now we're 2 levels below the...
This is beneath the pavement now. We're actually underground.
Wow.
These are stores here from years ago. It's under these arches, under pavement.
So what did it used to be then? Was it a house?
No. This is like a barracks for the Duke of Wellington.
Wow.
And I think this is like a storage place for shells and things like that, I think, you know.
We're now down, I don't know how many levels, down and down and down you come into this place with Clive. In our business, you have to put yourself in the way of luck. And here today, I have to work hard to see through everything, to see if there's anything with any real meat or anything very authentic amongst everything else.
That Persian lamp's quite decorative.
That's
1920, isn't it? Yeah, but you can still fix it.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
Cheap? I know it's a bad word to say, cheap. Affordable, 60 quid.
Who stood on that?
Probably me, actually, yeah. Yeah, walking around. Not a bad looking thing, though, is it? It's got a Chinese effect, isn't it?
It's thicker than the norm.
Yeah.
Like me.
I wasn't saying nothing.
This early 20th century floor lamp is in the Oriental style, which became popular in Britain from the 1700s onwards, when a fanciful depiction of China, denoted by dragons, pagodas and fantastical landscapes, became highly influential in interior design. This example will need repairing and rewiring. Once complete, it could be worth around £300.
Oh, it's in a right state.
60 quid, I said, didn't I?
20 quid.
Yeah, for 50 if you want it.
Come on.
All right.
Really?
Don't normally buy jigsaws, Drew.
50 quid, sold.
Oh, I said 50. Go on,
50.
okay.
With a couple of good deals already struck, Clive wants Drew to see his secret stash, a pack to the Rafters warehouse in nearby Rye, not open to the public.
Right then.
Here, Drew, hang on. Don't go in there like that. Hang
What?
on. I know you're kidding. Hang on.
First in. Wow, that's a beast, isn't it?
That's a small easel, I call it.
How tall was the artist?
So next we come to Clive's warehouse, which is full of all sorts of everything. There's some proper antiques in here. I mean, you name it, it's in here. It's the stuff that's coming from house clearances. So it's like the detritus that's left over that you can't sell, that easily. What do? Chuck it in here and try and trade it out when you can. There you go. So you got all sorts of beer then.
Bit more up there, yeah. Got a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Got a few canvases here, into modern canvases.
What about this thing?
Look at that one here. No idea. You tell me.
God knows.
I haven't got a clue. Then who's it by? where it came from,
Don't know.
what it is. There's a lot of paint involved, though.
Yes, God, you can feel the weight on the paint.
I feel the weight in the paint.
What do you want for it?
I don't know, is it a oneer?
No.
Oh.
I know, harsh, aren't I?
That is not
I
very
know.
nice.
What Clive does have a lot of is art of all sorts. And then there is a oil on board, put on with a spatula, not painted. And it's a field scene with a pair of very large trees blowing in the wind. It's Van Gogh, basically. It's his style, and they've completely sort of ripped that off. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. It's something that, amongst all these bits that are worth very little, a gem, a little diamond in the rough, and that is it. It's fabulous.
80 quid then?
Go on then.
Go on then.
Yeah, we'll have it, 75 quid.
See? He said 95, I think, didn't he?
It's £65, I think it was.
They better stick it. I forgot what I said now. How much is it?
Van Gogh. Van
Oh,
Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Lovely fella. Yeah. What we will do with that now is clean it. There's also quite a lot of information to be found on the painting and on the back. And we'll go from there and then we'll value it. But what's it worth? Is it worth 100 quid? Yeah. Is it worth 400 quid? Yeah. Is it worth £2,000? Don't know. We don't know. But it's a great piece of art. I like that.
Where's this painted then? Where's that by? No,
Anna Norwich, 1972.
What's this here then?
Naivasha. Naivasha.
Hammett.
Was it New Zealand?
Gallery. Cork Street, London. I've never seen this before in my life.
1972. There's another one in there. Mountain scene. Flip it over. It's got the paper label from a very good London gallery on the back, and the maker, and it's dated. It's got it all. It's got its life story on the back of it. Boom. It was good enough for a gallery in central London. It's certainly good enough for me. How much do you want for that?
120.
£100?
Go on then.
Lovely, sold. Right, pictures on the van.
On the van?
Yes, please.
Thank you, Drew.
So we've had a really good day today, Hastings and Rye. We've been to the shop, been to the warehouse with Clive. Bought lots of unusual bits. 19th century Japanese torture to rugs to modernist paintings. You know, it's what we do. It's our job. It's what he does, it's what I do. We find things we like, we buy them, we put a little bit of money on them if we can, show them off to their best and sell them down the road. We get in the middle of a deal.
Really, really good. Yeah, I've enjoyed Drew's company today and loads of fun. Both got a similar idea about how the business works. Both been in it sort of like 30 or 40 years since kids. Been a bit of a sparring match today in a bit of a way, but I think he's won.
Good fun with Clive. Good fun. Good to see his warehouse. I think buy of the day for me, there's two of them. Those little Eastern paintings of torturing, I think they're very, very saleable. Top-notch day. Excellent. Good fun.
Lower cost bargain items, like those from Hastings, are just as important to Drew's business as the higher end pieces collected earlier in the week.
If I go to a house clearance warehouse, I'm probably not going to spend tens of thousands of pounds. But if I'm going to put myself in the environment of buying from, you know, the Lily Road or any sort of higher end antiques environment, I'm going to spend more money. But the potential for a bit more profit is there. You know, I've got customers all over the world, as is every antique dealer on the entire planet now has the same as I do. So I'm just making the most of the opportunities put in front of us. It's called dealing.